What is more heartbreaking than seeing your favorite player get struck by the cruel traps of life and not being able to play again? The answer is nothing. We have brought you similar stories so that you might not feel left out and know millions of fans are living with the same heartbreak. Could we dive further into the accounts of these once reassuring stars whose careers were tragically cut short by their bad choices and unfortunate incidents? Let's get into it. Number 1. Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer and the woman who accused him of sexual assault settled their civil lawsuits outside of court with no financial exchange. Initially suspended 324 games by Major League Baseball, Bauer had the term reduced to 194 games. Bauer's defamation suit unearthed the video showing the woman lying next to him after the alleged incident, contradicting her initial claims. She had reported a head injury and assault by manual strangulation during what she described as consensual rough sex. Bauer emphasized the video as crucial evidence in clearing his name.
A text Lindsay Hill sent to a friend before she ever even met me. "What should I steal?" she asked another, in reference to visiting my house for the first time.
Both parties dropped their case, allowing Bauer to focus on his baseball career in Japan. The incident shed light on the challenges and complexities of addressing allegations of sexual assault in the context of professional sports, highlighting the importance of thorough investigations and due process. Number 2. Henry Mejia. The downfall of Mets pitcher Henry Mejia casts a somber shadow on a once promising career. Mejia, hailing from a humble background in the Dominican Republic, faced a lifetime ban from Major League Baseball after failing his third doping test.
Breaking news that Mets reliever Henry Mejia has been banned for life from baseball as he tests positive for PED use.
The 26-year-old, known for his early success as a formidable relief pitcher, tested positive for anabolic steroids, tarnishing his reputation and potential future earnings. Despite multiple setbacks, including a 2015 suspension and subsequent contract renewal, Mejia's ultimate violation sealed his fate. His absence from the 2015 postseason roster had a huge impact on the Mets bullpen, which was a terrible reminder of the ripple effects of his actions. With a career that once held promise and all-star potential, the tragic tale of Mejia serves as a cautionary narrative, highlighting the unforgiving consequences of doping in Major League Baseball. Number 3. Jose Torres. San Diego Padres reliever Jose Torres faced a heartbreaking setback after being placed on Major League Baseball's restricted list following a disturbing arrest. Accused of assault with a deadly weapon, criminal damage, and intimidation, Torres allegedly caused property damage and threatened a woman at his Phoenix residence. The Padres, refraining from commenting on the situation, opted to keep Torres away from camp while the legal process unfolded.
White on white, bro. It's too clean. I can't propose nobody.
At 24, the 6'2", 175-pound pitcher had a significant presence in the Padres bullpen that season, finishing with a 7-4 record and a 4.21 ERA. The incident, reminiscent of past high-profile cases like Aroldis Chapman's, raises concerns about Major League Baseball's approach to addressing domestic violence issues among players. Number 4. Marlon Byrd. Marlon Byrd's career met a devastating blow as Major League Baseball handed him a 162-game suspension, effectively marking the possible end of his time on the field. The seasoned Cleveland Indians outfielder tested positive for a growth hormone called ipamorelin, which was his second violation of the league's Joint Drug Prevention and Treatment Program.
They got the tests in place to kind of whittle out the guys who are using stuff and try to get that advantage, and you see it around the league and you're...
Byrd, at 38, faced the disheartening reality of bidding farewell to a career that had seen him excel across various teams, including the Philadelphia Phillies, the Chicago Cubs, and the New York Mets. Despite his contributions to the Indians, batting .270 with 5 homers and 19 RBI in 34 games, Byrd's uphill battle to stay clean was further compounded by the shadow of his past transgressions. He had previously served a 50-game suspension in 2012 for testing positive for tamoxifen. Byrd's recent statement acknowledging his responsibility for the substances in his system reflected the remorse and acceptance of the consequences that had befallen his once promising career. As he took a back seat on the restricted list, the future remained uncertain for a player who once shone bright amongst other MLB stars. Number 5. Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton's story is the one that we think the most secluded souls must know. Taken as the number 1 overall pick by the Tampa Bay Rays right after his 18th birthday in 1999, Hamilton's ride took a tumultuous turn, dipping into the dark abyss of alcohol and drug addiction throughout the early years of his professional career. The dream of seeing him grace the major league stage in a Rays uniform never became a reality. The 2004 and 2006 seasons slipped away from Josh Hamilton while he struggled in rehab facilities and allowed painful interruptions to keep him far from the baseball field. It wasn't until the age of 26 that Hamilton's major league debut finally came to pass. In spite of dealing with several stints on the restricted list, Hamilton exceeded the expectations of his team and admiring fans.
Did my first line of cocaine the same night. I can't say why I did it other than just curious.
With numerous seasons of boasting at least 90 RBI, his outstanding performance in 2008, leading the league with 130 RBI, demonstrated the pinnacle of his power at the plate. But after all this, his ultimate achievement came in 2010 when he secured the American League MVP while winning the AL and batting title as well. Despite the glory, there remains a haunting question of what could have been. The lasting consequences of the toxins that once entered his body casted a somber shadow over a career that could have easily led to a bust in Cooperstown one day. Number 6. Ryan Braun. From 2009 to 2012, there is an argument that no one was hotter at the plate than Milwaukee Brewers slugger Ryan Braun. He averaged 33 home runs and 109 RBI during that span, while also earning National League MVP honors in 2011. However, like many sluggers before him, Braun's high-flying act was halted in the middle of a career that was on a Hall of Fame trajectory. In 2013, Braun was suspended by Major League Baseball for the remainder of the season, which cost him 65 games. A testosterone supplement that was synthetic was found in his body after a drug test and resulted in a PED violation.
I would bet my life that this substance never entered my body at any point.
Not only did Braun have to miss playing the game he loved, he also lost about $3 million of his salary that year, which definitely rubbed salt into his already enormous wound. Number 7. Pete Rose. Now, you didn't think we would have a list of MLB players who ruined their careers without highlighting arguably Major League Baseball's greatest hitter of all time, Pete Rose, aka Charlie Hustle. With 4,256 hits in his career, which is the most all-time, 3,562 games played, 3 World Series titles, 1 Most Valuable Player, 2 Gold Gloves, and a Rookie of the Year award, you would obviously call this a Hall of Fame career. But sadly, it is not. During his tenure as a player and manager for the Cincinnati Reds beginning in 1984, Rose allegedly not only started betting on Major League games, but he bet on his own team. As a result, Pete Rose received a lifetime ban from Major League Baseball and, as crazy as it sounds, has not been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, and will likely never be. This doesn't even include the amount of time Rose spent in prison for falsifying tax return information. As Pete Rose continues to fight for reinstatement and Hall of Fame eligibility, he and those who support him can only be reminded of what a few bad decisions can cost you.
Make an organization better because of my attitude.
These stories serve as a constant reminder of how a career that is headed for superstardom and Hall of Fame enshrinement can be cut short by terrible decision-making and unfortunate actions. If you liked the video, do give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos.